Yo, what is up? My name is Gib, and this is everything you need to know about Wuthering Waves version 2.1. It is coming out in a week from now with Phoebe and Brant, who are the newest resonators. But first of all, I bet you're looking for those codes, so let's get into the bad boys. Also, if you enjoy this content, appreciate if you sub up on your boy, and I stream every day, twitch.tv/Gib, playing various games, Wuthering Waves, Zenless, HSR, all those types of stuff. So I appreciate you come through. Also, rivals sometimes, all that type of stuff. But anyways, let's get right into it. So starting with the codes here, we have Treasure Hunt, Vault Tops, and Set Sail. These are going to give you 300 Astrites, some leveling up materials, some credits, some like revive stuff. I wish they just made all of these credits. So let's be honest, what's the difference between 20k and 60k shell credit tier? Oh, they should have just given us credits. I'm gonna be honest. I think they kind of skamazed a little bit on that. We have Phoebe and Brant, who are the newest resonators. Phoebe is a dot-based DPS who is sort of like an Echomancer, which is kind of cool. She doesn't actually play like an Echomancer, which I wish she did, but in terms of the story and the lore from what we learned about her, she is a Echomancer. But getting into her gameplay here, so Phoebe has, if you ever played League of Legends, she kind of reminds me of Lux. She has a lot of light-based attacks, which look really cool, like a lot of illumination. Or if you're OG, you played Maple Story, she literally is like the Luminous class, which goes kind of hard, I'm not gonna lie. Now, if she had a Dark Luminous, that would be crazy. I think, me personally though, I'm going to be trying to pick up a Brant. Because once you see Brant here, Brant's animations are insane. But yeah, she has a lot of cool animations here, as you can see. And she uses her... This is also, by the way, what I was talking about in my weapon video. A lot of people had very... opposing reactions and ideas on weapon types, but this is a very prime example of how they don't need new weapon types because they put the new weapon types in the weapons. She's a rectifier, but she almost uses like a scepter or a wand for her attacks, as you can see. But yeah, that is Phoebe here, and then going on to Brant, which is a very hyped up character. He is a fusion sword resonator. I don't know if I said what Phoebe is, but she is a rectifier spectro, if you did not see that. Brant looks crazy. Brant is going to be a more of a supporting sub DPS character, similar to like Cheng Li. He is also going to be able to quick swap, which is crazy. And let's get into his animations here. His animations are insane. Yeah, looking at Brant's animations here, he is always flying, by the way. Like 90% of his kit is midair. This guy just looks crazy. He's always on an anchor, or he's like swinging through the air on enemies and stuff. Like, he looks crazy. Like, look at this. Bro, hello! We've got to get this guy. We've got to pick this guy up. And his intro is also a grapple as well, which is insane. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, and if you don't know, by the way, Brant is a healer as well that does damage. She's a damaging healer. Unlike our other healers that do like 0 damage, she actually does damage with his healing as well. And this is a signature weapon as well. We're also getting 3 new areas on the new map. We have like this area, kind of looks like an area we already had previously, I'm gonna be honest. Then we have this, which looks pretty cool as well. And then we have this area, which looks, it's jellyfish, very aquatic, very marine. Pretty cool. Then this area as well. Then we have events and stuff coming up in the patch. We have our obvious login event that we're going to be getting. Then we have the Old Man and the Whale, which is going to be a fishing event, which is very interesting. Simple minigame, nothing too crazy. We also are going to be getting 3 extra new areas as well, and these areas look pretty cool. I think these are inside of the other areas that we see. They didn't really explain it, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we're getting 6 new areas. I'm pretty sure these are underground of the other areas, which looks pretty cool. This hologram showcase of the Ghost Rider looks insane. Reminds me of like a BioShock or something, like steampunk, which is pretty cool. And then we have this with like the Pegasus in the middle area. This looks insane. I think these areas look clean. These look fire right here. And then this is the last one right here. So going on to more stuff here, we have new story content. This is not going to be main story quest, but it's going to be an exploration quest, which is going to go through those areas that we previously looked at. And they also previewed it a little bit. It looks like we're going to have some like quick time events similar to the Shorekeeper main story. Banners that we are going to be getting for version 2.1 is going to be Phoebe, and then it is going to go into Brant banner. And if you didn't peep that real quick, Phoebe is going to be running with Lumi, Chishia, and Alto. So if you weren't able to pick up Lumi and you're going for Phoebe, you're going to be able to get her there. And then Brant is going to be rerunning with the Chang Li. That is fire. Now they do play together, similar to how Jeji ran with Carlotta here, so pretty makes sense, you know, how they're running that. And then obviously we have their signature weapons, which are going to be on banner, and then they're going to have Brant and Cheng Li's signature weapons, which are also going to be running as well. These are pretty good pickups. I'm not gonna like Cheng Li's weapon is a very solid pickup, but you know, if you have Emotogenesis, it does work. I think I'm going to be trying to pick up her weapon and try to pick up Brant here. There's also going to be 3 new echoes that are coming out, 3 costs and 1 cost, nothing too crazy about them. They're just going to be added into the echo pool, you know, of stuff that you can get. So these are the new echoes to showcase in their gameplay. We have a statue, we have a bear, we have some rocks that we're getting. We have a tornado summoning guy, which seems pretty cool. It looks like a Beyblade, I'm not gonna lie. We have obviously the companion story for Brant. Then we have the Somnor, which is the elusive realm coming back, but unfortunately they didn't really go into depth on this event. They just kind of showed us like a very little amount of it. They talked about it for literally like 3 seconds. Then there's also the shop that goes with the new permanent gameplay, which is the Whimpering Ways. It seems to have a lot of stages on it, but also, once again, they didn't really go into depth on this event. They just showed there's going to be a point scoring system. And yeah, look, they did it that fast. Literally that fast they did it. All right, and then talking other events here, we have a co-op racing event, which is pretty cool, using the, you know, cat parkour speed. It is going to be co-op. You're going to be able to race against, you know, friends in this, which is pretty cool. Then we have a Lolo Logistics. We have this event literally going on in the game right now. This is like the 4th rerun of, they love doing Lolo Logistics. We have the Infinite Battle Simulation, which is the co-op hologram event. We have Tactical Simulacra, which is the boss rush event. And they are going to have the Prolova stage with Hecate, which is pretty cool. Then we have the tactical hologram of Hecate coming out. Now, this might be the hardest hologram we ever get. This looks insane. And then we have quality of life. We're getting Echo loadouts, the first in the gacha space. Echo loadouts. They're not some sham auto-equip or whatever junk. We are getting actual Echo loadouts where you have a preset of set up echoes for your character and you can put them on. How crazy is that? It only took 5 years. That's crazy. But that is pretty good. That is pretty good. Then we also have the Echo storage. By the way, they could very quickly said this. The Echo storage is getting increased to 3,000. I think that's not enough. They need to make it 5,000, let's be honest. 3,000, that's way too small. But I'll take the increase, you know. 2K is still very good. Or 2K to 3K is very good for sure. Then they're also upgrading the camera. If you're a picture, you know, picture maniac, they got some cool stuff going on here. One of the things that's actually really nice, you can increase like the saturation and stuff in your camera and like change how the lighting and everything is, which is pretty nice. You can cast like your idle animations and stuff, so you can have an idle animation go while you're taking a picture. Yeah, this Cheng Li one was the best example of it. Once they put on the slider for this, it looks way better. Yeah, look how much better that looks when they put on that slider. That looks insane. That's a really good change. They're also adding a new graphics improvement where we are getting RTX for Wuthering Waves. The game, I'm not gonna lie, already looks insane, high quality. But hey, well, RTX, that junk is looking crisp. What? That junk is looking pristine with the RTX on. I might gotta run this bad boy. Surely it doesn't blow up my computer though. They also showcased a bunch of merch at the end of the thing. If you plan on picking up any Wuwa merch, there's some cool merch coming out. There's like a full Carlotta box. And then there's also a Cheng Li and Camellia statue coming out, and Tub Pup ornament, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so there's a Cheng Li and a Camellia figure that is under creation right now, I guess, that will be coming out in the future. Obviously, it won't be grayscale, it'll be colored. This is just like the pre-showcase. They did this for the Shorekeeper one as well, and then the Shorekeeper one came out. So now we have Cheng Li and Camellia. And lastly, one of the hugest things they showed was at the end, literally after the Tub Pup, which is usually the end of the trailer, they showed this Big Booba Goddess and two other characters just randomly out of nowhere. We have this girl, we don't know the name of him, Zani. I don't mind seeing Zani, let us see Zani. We got another alpha girl, she looks very cute. I like all three of them, this is the problem. They can't be that close together. I like them. Actually, I don't know them. I don't care that much about the third girl that they showed.
Come to me.
Wait, I lied. I forgot the third girl was kind of crazy too. You know, I'm the gameplay guy though, so if all three of them don't have insane gameplay, one of them can get dropped. But all I'm gonna say is they look crazy right now. We don't know anything about them. They literally just showed them at the end right here, just randomly with this Prolofa trailer. They might not even be coming out in 2.2. They might be at like the end of the patch or something. Who knows? Because we still haven't gotten Zani, so I mean, you know. But yeah, there's a lot of people. Also, maybe a potential Ice Rover is coming out in the future. Ice Rover. When we had a trailer for Havoc Rover, it looked like this. We might be getting Ice Rover as our next element, which would be completely unexpected. But yeah, that is all for Wuthering Waves version 2.1. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what you are hyped for and, you know, excited for in version 2.1 of Wuthering Waves. I'll be seeing you later. Hope you enjoyed. Appreciate if you sub up, and goodbye.